Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot, and welcome to yet another pick a card reading. In today's reading, we're going to be finding out what the rest of the year has in store for you, what you can expect to experience before the end of the year. This is a timeless reading, so know that whenever you have found this reading, there are messages in here that are meant for you. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to today's groups for you to choose from. We have group number 1 with the Rose Quartz Heart Crystal as well as the Daily Rituals Oracle deck. We have group number 2 with the Lapis Lazuli Heart Crystal as well as the Moonology Oracle deck. Or there's group number 3 with the Green Aventurine Heart Crystal or the Wild Offerings Oracle deck. You can take as much time as you need to pause this video if you'd like to pick either one or multiple of these groups intuitively. Do not even worry, I'm going to be using all 3 decks in today's readings. So yeah, you can look at the crystals up here and pick, but if you want to look at the decks down here and choose, you can also do that. And once you have made your decision, you can find the timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below as well as in the pinned comments. If you enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you like my energy and would like to watch more videos from me, then please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below. It is free of cost and helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube, and it will also notify you every time I post a new video so you don't miss any of my content. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Rose Quartz Heart Crystal, so let's find out what the rest of the year has in store for you. What can you expect happening for you for the rest of the year? I'm gonna start off with these pre-shuffled oracle cards for you first and then get some more information later through your tarot and the rest of your cards. So first up we have contentment. Next up we have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini, and we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Okay, for you guys, group number 1, I feel like you can definitely expect some sort of closure, some sort of result before the end of this year. Some answers that you have been looking for, you know, something that you've been working hard towards, seeing results, seeing a manifestation come to fruition. You can expect that before the year comes to an end. But the energy that I see you in till the end of the year is just that of contentment, one where you're feeling like you're so comfortable and okay with where you are, even though you do have these goals and these dreams, and this is something that you're working hard towards, or you know, these are questions that you have in your mind. You still are somehow quite content with where you are, who you are, what you are. You're not trying to rush any of these things. You're not trying to rush the answers. You're not trying to rush to get the results. I definitely feel like there is a feeling of contentment, and even if that's not how you've been feeling at the moment, maybe this is just advice from the universe that feeling a little bit more content, feeling a little bit more okay and comfortable with where you are in your current circumstances might bring these answers into your life faster, or this result into your life much faster. Okay, so yeah, that could be advice that's coming through for you. But I definitely do see that by the end of the year there is some sort of closure. There is like a chapter that's ending in your life, and it is going to be quite favorable for you. This is something that you have wanted for a while. It's something that you've been working hard for a while, and yeah, you are definitely going to get that. The new moon in Capricorn or the full moon in Gemini could be significant, or a person who's a Gemini or a Capricorn could be significant. Gemini or Capricorn seasons could be significant, or you are either a Capricorn or a Gemini or have these placements quite prominently in your birth chart, and that's how you know that this is the right group for you. Okay, let's get your tarot now and find out what you can expect for the rest of the year. Like, what can you expect the rest of the year to be like for you, group number 1. So we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 7 of Swords, okay, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the 4 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Swords. We have lots of 4s, lots of 7s, and a lot of swords. Okay, so 4 weeks from now, 4 months from now, 7 weeks from now, 7 months from now, a life path 4, a life path 7, the 4th of a month or the 7th of a month or the 4th or 7th month of a year could be significant for you guys. And just the fact that you guys have so many, like, you know, swords and also cups in your reading. I mean, your bottom deck energy is also the Ace of Swords. So yeah, I just feel like timing wise, I think this like result that's coming through for you, or like these answers that are coming through for you, are happening much faster than you have anticipated them. Okay, so this might happen well before the end of the year. Okay, so like this might happen in like October, or this might happen in like September, August even. Even though like while I'm filming it, August is gone, but like if you're watching this in the future and August is upcoming, then you know, yeah, time is a man-made construct. So yeah, we're not gonna talk about time too much, but I do feel like this is going to happen a lot earlier than the end of the year. Okay, so I do feel like this could happen in a matter of weeks or months for you guys. I don't think this is all going to happen like very close to the end of the year. This might happen much in advance. This might happen quite quickly, or maybe immediately after you watch this video, or just like yeah, definitely a lot earlier than December. Like, I don't think like timeline wise you're cutting it too close at all. I do feel like this is gonna happen quite early for you, this result or these answers that are coming through for you, or you stepping into this contentment energy. But like, let's get into your tarot as well. So we have the 8 of Swords followed by the 7 of Swords, which is showing me that you are definitely like taking back your power. You are finally like understanding the situation a lot more because of the answers that are coming towards you, because of the information that you're getting. I think like communication is just a lot more clearer at this point in time for you. And I think also there's just like you have enough information to make decisions, or to like, you know, get clarity, or like decide what you want to do next basically. So I definitely do think that you are like, if there's any information that's hidden from you out of malice, then that's coming to fruition, like that's coming up to the surface. If there's information that you've been trying to find out but you weren't able to, like you're somehow finding that out. Okay, I feel like people's ill intentions or like shady behavior is coming to surface as well. But this could also mean that, you know, you are taking back your power because you now have clarity, now that you know, you see the full picture, now that you have all of the information. You're just taking your power back and you are deciding what to do next. Okay, you are deciding what you're going to do with that information that you have. You're putting that information to good use is what I'm seeing here. And a lot of you could be using that information to, you know, step out of maybe like limiting beliefs, limiting places, limiting situations, toxic situations even, you know, situations where you felt trapped, places where you felt trapped, places where you felt like you weren't living up to your full potential, or places where you felt like you had to hide parts of yourself. I definitely feel like there's also a level of like glow up that's happening here. So you're using this information for the better. Okay, so like if I could give you an example, I'd probably say like, you know, maybe you're in a situationship. Now you're finally getting clarity, you're finally getting closure, and with that information you are better able to decide whether you want to move on from this person, or whether you want to like give this person an ultimatum, or whether you want to still try being with this person, you want to communicate with this person, so that there's no like misunderstanding that's happening here. Like whatever you decide to do, I feel like you're gonna have enough information and then you're gonna be able to do that. Okay, so whether you want to step away from this person completely, that's something that is an example. Like that's an example that I'm getting. Another example that I'm getting is that the answers you need are coming through maybe like a book that you're reading, or a podcast that you hear, or like a video or a movie that you watch, or like, you know, maybe even through like a tarot reader or an astrologer or something of that sort. And that's helping you take your power back so that you can apply these apply this information, apply this new thing that you have learned, this new information that you have, in order to better yourself, in order to level up, in order to finally step out of maybe your comfort zone, or step out of a situation that wasn't serving you, right? So you're able to like do self-improvement, you're able to like, you know, better yourself, better your life, better your circumstances as well. So that's another example that I'm getting. Okay, I mean, there could be a million situations that this could apply to, but I just hope that these two examples have given you a better idea, and you know, more clarity and some answers, and you can apply that in your own life and see how that works out for you, right? Moving on to this side of the reading, we have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. So 444 or 777 could also be like repeating numbers that you're seeing at this point in your life, and those could be quite significant. You know, just doing a Google search of what 777 means or 444 means might give you some clarity and might give you some answers as well. But with the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, what I can see is that you're maybe like stepping into the situation where you're not chasing, you're attracting, okay, to a point where you're working smart, not working hard. Okay, so say you have this goal that you want to reach 10,000 followers by the end of the year, okay, on your Instagram page. I feel like what you're doing is that instead of like consistently like posting every single day and just like doing what you want to do, you are including other techniques as well. Okay, you are maybe collaborating with other people. Okay, maybe you are using hashtags, maybe you are making reels and you're using trending sounds. You know, you're doing some more market research and you're finding out what kind of content your followers like to see a lot more of, and then you're creating more of that content instead of, you know, just consistently posting every single day. So, you know, like instead of just posting every single day, you're posting things that people actually want to see. You know, you're posting maybe once in a week, but you're posting something that people actually want to see. So, you know, like you're working less technically, but you're getting more results because, you know, you're putting out there in the world something that people want to see, and that's attracting more people to you. And you know, that way you're able to live a more balanced life, in the sense that you're not on a strict schedule where like, oh my god, you have to post every single day and there's no scope for you to take breaks. So like that's not happening anymore, but at the same time, you know, like you're working less but you're getting more gains, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like that's an example that I can use to explain the situation to you. But I definitely feel like you're stepping into a place where you're prioritizing rest a lot more, and you're prioritizing not chasing after something like obsessively, and instead just like doing what you have to do, and then just like letting things that are not in your control just be, and like waiting for results to come based on what you're putting out there, and analyzing that so that you can put better things out there, if that makes sense, you know. Like you're getting more options, you're being more open to options, you're being more open to opportunities, you're saying yes to a lot of things that you probably wouldn't have before. Okay, so like again, going back to this example of like increasing your followers. Okay, so like maybe you're saying yes to collaborating with other, like, you know, creators who are in the same field as you, or maybe you are saying yes and you're going out a lot more, maybe you are networking a lot more. Okay, so like yes, just like not staying in your comfort zone constantly, but like stepping out more, but doing that in a way where it doesn't come across as you being desperate or that you're chasing this thing. It's just like you're doing the best that you can, and that's attracting the best that you can get, if that makes sense. It's like your vibe attracts your tribe, like your vibe is attracting your results here. Okay, so yeah, like you're prioritizing rest so you don't feel burnt out, so you don't feel like, oh my god, what am I getting so tired at the end of the day for when I'm not seeing results. Okay, it's like you're not pushing yourself to that limit anymore, and you're just like, you know what, I'm doing my best, but I'm also going to rest. I'm not going to, you know, push myself to a place of burnout, to a point where I don't even think that I'll be able to enjoy this thing when it finally comes into my life, because I am going to be so exhausted, right? With the Seven of Wands being right in the middle here, that you are bringing your walls down a little bit. You're a little bit more open and more receptive to help, and you know, you're no longer in this energy of like, oh, I can do this all on my own, I'm fine, I'm gonna do this on my own, and like then show people that, you know, I made it on my own. Like, yeah, you can do that, but then it's sometimes also just easier for you, and things will come to you faster if you're just open to asking for help and just delegating work, right? So yeah, I definitely feel like that's also something that you are starting to implement in your life, you know, just like not having this I'm going to do this all on my own kind of energy, and you're more open to receiving help, you're more open to asking for help, you're more open to opening up your walls and like bringing down your walls, opening up your heart to people, opening up your heart to these new opportunities and like new situations where you're not constantly doubting someone else, and you're not constantly thinking that it's just you who can make your life better, and everybody else around you, because you can't trust them or because you don't know what their intentions are, you would rather shut them out. Like, you know, you're not like I just feel like you're not going to want to be in that energy anymore. Okay, let's get some more cards for you. So next up we have house 1, individuality, self-image and approach to life. Yes, this matches so well with what I was just saying, and like I swear to you, group number 1, I don't look at your cards even though they're pre-shuffled cards. I don't look at them before I sit down to film. Like, when you guys see your cards is when I see them. So like the fact that, you know, this card pretty much just sums up everything that I've been talking about for you guys is just so validating to me as a tarot reader, and I'm like, yes, my intuition was picking up on the right things. So yeah, it just makes me feel really good about my own intuition, and it's like it's very self-affirming basically when I experience these things. But yes, coming back to your reading, with house 1 being right here, I definitely feel like, yes, your approach to life is definitely changing. The way that you look at yourself, the way that you view yourself, and the way that you see yourself in the world, the way that you see your value in the world, the way that you want the world to see you is definitely changing, and it begins with a mindset change, right? Even before the world can see results, the world notices that your mindset has changed, and how your mindset also changes how you see the world is also something that happens, right? So yeah, I feel like that's something that I see happening for you. I definitely feel like there is a mindset change that's happening. Like, your approach to life is a lot more open and a lot more trustworthy as compared to how it was before, where maybe you were cynical, maybe you were doubting people's intentions, maybe you were like of the mindset that everyone's out to get you, no one has good intentions towards you, and it's just you who can make your life better and nobody else. And yeah, so that change is something that I definitely see happening in you before the end of the year. And that change in itself could be bringing in a lot of closure and a lot of success as well in your life. Next up, we have Pluto with transform. So yes, your life is definitely transforming for the better. Group number one, whether that is with your mindset and like you transforming who you are as a person, or whether it is transformation in very literal terms, in the sense that maybe you're not with the same person anymore, or maybe like I was saying, if you've read a book and you are leveling up, then you're transforming yourself. If you have been working really hard towards this thing and you finally get it, then your material life or your material world is also transforming as well, right? So yeah, I definitely do see transformation that's happening here for you. And yeah, that's just it's just good change. It's good change, it's welcomed change that's coming into your life before the end of this year. Group number one, let's end your reading with one final card. We have a affirmation card for you. So here we have the number 25, meditation. I still my mind and surrender to the divine. Yes, so just like having faith in a higher power, just having faith in the unknown, having faith that there is someone out there, a bigger power, a higher power, something bigger than you and I, that can also help you, and you don't have to do everything on your own. That's such a welcomed change in your life. And I definitely feel like maybe these answers could come to you during meditation. So like meditation is something that you already maybe do. If you don't, then this is encouragement for you to start meditating. I mean, there are lots of free guided meditations here on YouTube, as well as I think on Spotify. So whatever you're comfortable with, try doing that. Start with baby steps. Like, I know a lot of people feel like meditation is not really for them, but I think it's just a matter of practice. Like, if you commit to it, you will find a way that meditation works for you. Because like for me personally, meditation has changed my life. I cannot even tell you how much of a positive impact meditation has made in my life, and I couldn't recommend it more to people. Like, if there's one spiritual practice that you will never hear me say anything bad about, it is meditation. So yeah, would highly recommend that you start meditating. Okay, transformation and change is hard, and anything that can make that process easy for us, we should do, right? Like, why complicate our own lives? So yeah, whatever it is that you can do in order to still your mind and calm down a little bit is something that you are definitely being encouraged to do by the universe here with this meditation card. Very randomly, I feel like, I know 25th of December is Christmas, but I feel like 25th of December for some reason is quite a significant day for you guys. And my phone went off when I was about to say this. That's just confirmation to me that I'm on the right path. I always take bells ringing or like sirens going off as confirmation that I'm on the right path. So yeah, I don't know to how many of you that's going to apply, but I do feel like the 25th of December is quite a significant day for someone watching this reading. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end your reading on that note, group number one. I hope you enjoyed it. It was pretty long. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Claim this energy in the comments as well if you'd like to, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the lapis lazuli heart crystal, so let's find out what the rest of the year has in store for you. What can you expect to happen before this year ends. Now this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this reading, there are messages in here for you, but I am filming this in September of 2023. Just wanted to let you guys know that. So let's begin with your pre-shuffled oracle cards. First, we've got mistakes, we've got prosperity lies ahead, and we have a new start is coming. Okay, group number 2, for some reason I feel like there's a lot of brain noise. Like I'm hearing so much brain noise. I just feel like you have a mind that's like on overdrive, like override. Is that the correct computer term? Like, yeah, system overload. Like, yeah, there's just too much happening in your brain. It's like you can't silence your brain. You're overthinking, you're thinking too much, you're like constantly, like there's constant like brain noise. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like if you had a really old school like PC system, okay, computer system, like if you were from the 90s, you know, like when your computer would get too heated, it would like, there was a fan that would go off and it would make the loudest noise. Like that's the noise that I'm hearing your mind making at the moment. And that could be because you are maybe feeling super guilty, or like constantly replaying mistakes that you have made in your past. Okay, and like if that is your current energy, then you know that this is the right reading for you, because I feel like that's the only message that I'm getting for you guys. So if you're not resonating with that at the moment, maybe pick a different group. But yeah, I'm like really picking up on the fact that like there's so much noise in your mind that like you just wish you had peace of mind, but like there's too much going on. It almost feels like you want to scream into a pillow, or you want to like, I don't know, scream and like just like let this energy out, because it's just constant noise in your brain. It's like there's just too much happening in your brain because you're constantly like spiraling down this mistake that you have made in your past, or like, you know, you're feeling guilty about something, or maybe you're just like cringing at the person you were in your past. Maybe like, you know, you are seeing old photos of yourself or thinking about yourself from the past, or like you're maybe in places where your past is coming up a lot more and you're just cringing at that, and you wish that you could change it, but you obviously can't because we can't go back in time. And that's like really playing a number on your mental health. I feel like it's just, yeah, like that's an energy I feel like you guys could currently be in. But like what I can see happening for you for the rest of the year is that there is a new start that's coming, and that there is prosperity that lies ahead. You could be a Taurus, or a Taurus person could be quite significant in your life. Taurus season could be quite significant. The upcoming new moon, or the new moon in Taurus, could be quite significant as well in your life, where you are probably like, if you are someone who works with the energy of the moon, maybe you're setting intentions for the upcoming new moon, and you're saying, you know what, I'm done cringing at my old self. Like there's no way I can go back and like, you know, undo these mistakes, but I can correct them, I can be better, I can, you know, like it's fine if I was a cringy teenager. It's okay, it's done, it's over, it's fine. I can learn from my mistakes and move forward. And you know, because I definitely feel like there is some sort of forgiveness, there is some sort of new start that's coming into your life. That could be like a new mindset, that could be you just wanting to start afresh. This could be you moving away from a place that makes you feel like you're a mistake, or that is constantly reminding you of the mistakes that you've made in the past, okay? Or you could be like moving into a much more prosperous phase of your life where you're so focused on this new prosperity and abundance that you're not even thinking about these past mistakes anymore, okay? Or yeah, I definitely feel like there is a new start coming in. So you are either getting forgiveness for the mistakes that you've made, or you're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving other people for the mistakes that they have made in order to finally let go and start afresh and start anew. That's also something that I'm picking up. So like some of you might be forgiving your parents, for example, for like raising you in probably not the best way for you, okay, but the best way that they could. And you're like making a conscious decision to move forward and like let bygones be bygones, let the past be in the past, and like finally moving forward so that your future can be better, even though your past maybe wasn't the way that you wanted it to be like. But at least, you know, working on yourself and like embracing this new start and focusing more on your future and like the abundance and the prosperity that you would like to see in the future is something that's motivating you, and it's encouraging you to start afresh. Yeah, so that's something that I'm seeing here for you guys, group number 2. Let's just get your tarot and get some more information about what you can experience for the rest of the year. This was a very heavy reading right from the get-go, so hopefully something a little bit more lighter. So we have the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, as well as Justice. Love to see that for you guys. Bottom deck energy is the 9 of Swords. Yes, look at how chained this person feels, and right below that is the Tower card. My god, you guys. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel like there is this is the energy that I was picking up on, this like Tower moment, but more so this 9 of Swords moment, this anxiety, this stress, this energy that's keeping you up at night, these thoughts that are keeping you chained to the past, these thoughts that are keeping you chained to like just the bad stuff that's happened maybe in your past, and you're trying to let that go, and I definitely feel like that is something that is happening for you guys for sure before the year ends, or by the time the year ends, because I definitely feel like you are making a conscious decision with the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Swords to work on yourself and to also, you know, celebrate yourself, maybe even parent yourself, heal your inner child. Focus on you, prioritize yourself, okay, prioritize your independence as well, and move away from situations, from people, from thought patterns that are just not serving you, to be very honest. And I definitely feel like instead of feeling like a victim, instead of feeling like you're trapped in your circumstances, you're like, okay, what can I do now that this thing is done, now that this mistake has been made, now that the past is in the past and I can't undo these mistakes? What can I do moving forward that can bring me out of this energy, that can bring me out of this victim mentality, that can change my life so that I'm not a victim anymore, so that these things don't happen to me again, right? You are actively making changes in your life. You're actively taking action towards bettering your life so that you can finally get out of that place where you're feeling so stuck, where you're feeling so trapped, where you're feeling like a victim of your circumstances, or just a victim in general, right? With the Knight of Cups and Justice, what I can see is definitely you helping yourself is aligning you to people who could also come in and help you. So this could be like, you know, a friend, a new romantic partner, even a soulmate, you know, a sibling could be coming into your life, and like, you know, your relationship with your sibling could be getting better. Or this could be like a doctor, a therapist, an astrologer, a tarot reader, you know, anyone, like a yoga teacher, a Reiki healer. Okay, someone here who is definitely helping you reach a point where you're able to bring more justice into your life, in the sense that you're able to forgive not just yourself but also others around you, and you're able to start afresh. You're able to get that closure. You're able to finally let bygones be bygones. You can finally shut this chapter and begin something new. Okay, something new, something more prosperous. Okay, for some of you this could also mean, like, you know, if you are currently in the process of a divorce, or if you're in the process of some sort of like a legal issue, then I see that going your way. I see you coming out of that victorious, and that is helping you start afresh as well. But that is probably for like a very limited number of you, right? But in general, I just feel like, yeah, you're feeling more like a winner, because there's someone here who's helping you reach this place where you're seeing yourself as a winner. You're seeing life as something that can be won. You're seeing life as something where, yes, bad things might have happened, but you have emerged victorious. Okay, where you were at the bottom and now you're at the top. Okay, where you have used your rock bottom as your trampoline and you have leveled up, you have stepped up. Like, I definitely see that happening for you before the end of the year. Some of you could be meeting a very significant romantic partner, but some of you, I feel like, because you are focusing on yourself, you are able to heal yourself to a point where you yourself start seeing yourself as a winner before anyone else does, right? You're starting to see your own value before the world starts seeing your value. You start seeing yourself as a winner and not as a loser. Okay, you're no longer in that victim mentality, like I said, right? Yeah, so this could either be you with your healing that's making you see yourself as a winner, or this could be maybe a romantic partner for the majority of you, or this could be just like, you know, someone helping you, like a well-wisher, a friend, a therapist, whoever, someone who has good intentions that's helping you view you as a winner, right? So yeah, that's what I can see happening here. Let's get some more of your cards and find out what else we have. We have Jupiter, grow and expand. Yes, there's growth happening in your life. There's expansion happening in your life. There is definitely, I mean, Jupiter is like the planet of like growth and expansion, yes, but it's also the planet of like luck and prosperity and abundance. So yeah, the fact that we have Jupiter and prosperity in your cards here is quite significant, and that could mean that, you know, materially as well, you are coming into maybe wealth, or you are yeah, somehow feeling more abundant materially. But that could also be just like, you know, abundant in a way that you find valuable, right? Like abundance, like if you find health valuable, or if you find being in a romantic relationship valuable, or if you find having good familial relationships more valuable, then, you know, your abundance is growing in those areas. Okay, so that's also something that I'm seeing here. Next up, we have conjunction, a union, merging and coming together. So yes, you could be coming together with like-minded people, with soulmates, with a romantic partner, with, you know, healed relationships with your siblings, with your family, okay, with your parents, with soulmates, just in general. But this could also mean like you coming together with yourself, like you living in much more harmony and peace with yourself, so much so that you are not your own biggest enemy anymore, group number 2. I definitely feel like by the end of the year you are feeling a lot more love towards yourself, you're more accepting towards yourself, you're more forgiving with yourself, you're kinder to your own mind and your own soul than you have ever been before. Yeah, I feel like the kindness, the compassion that you're expecting from other people, you're starting to show that to yourself before anyone else starts showing that to you, group number 2, for sure. And I think that is one of the reasons, or like that is maybe the catalyst for this new change and for this prosperity to come into your life. You just finally being at peace with who you are, what you are, you know, just accepting yourself for who you are, okay, good and bad, flaws and strengths, okay. That is definitely something that I am seeing for you guys. Let's end your reading with your last and final affirmation card here. So we have number 17, healing. I am healing from inside out. Okay, so I mean, this is just tying up the whole reading beautifully for you guys, group number 2. There definitely is a lot of healing that's happening for you internally, and that is reflecting externally as well, okay. There's a lot of inner healing that you're doing, a lot of inner work that you're doing, and that is reflecting externally in the way that you look, in the way that you approach life, in the way that you communicate with people, in your relationships, okay. It's affecting this healing, this inner healing that you're doing is affecting all areas of your life. With healing, I definitely also see that this could mean literal healing. So, you know, if there's like a health issue, whether that's mental health, whether that's physical health, I definitely see that improving for you guys as well. By the end of the year, we did have the Knight of Cups here, and I said that a doctor could also might be helpful. So yeah, maybe you're you know, coming in contact with a doctor who's not dismissing your symptoms, who's actually listening to you and like giving you the care and giving you the attention, the medical attention that you deserve, and that is actually helping, right? So yeah, that's the reading that I have for you guys, group number 2. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Claim this reading if you'd like to in the comments below as well. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you all in my next reading as well. Bye guys. Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the green aventurine heart crystal, so let's get into your reading quickly and find out what you can expect to happen for the rest of the year. Okay, what is the rest of your year going to be like? We're gonna start off with these 3 pre-shuffled oracle cards first, and then get some more information later on. Okay, we'll keep adding on cards as we go. So first up, we have striving, we have the energy is gaining momentum, and we have a fiery climax approaches. Ooh, okay. Group number 3, I feel like you guys belong to one of 2 categories. Either you are like a super type A person, you're super like determined, focused, eye on the prize, horse with blinders, you know, go, like making things happen energy. Either that's who you are, or you are a bit of a procrastinator who works best when under pressure. So you will put things off till there is a fire literally under you that's motivating you to finally do the things that you want to do, and you feel like when you are experiencing that pressure is when you work better. Okay, so you could be one of these 2 people. Okay, I mean, at the end of the day, you get the work done, you get the job done, you do it efficiently, you do it perfectly, from the get-go, you know, you do it, you get it right on the first go itself. But some of you plan it better and like, you know, execute it better, and some of you just like really play it quite close to, you know, home time. That's something that I'm picking up for you guys. Like you're either one of those two people, like you fall in either one of those categories, and if you are, then you definitely know that you have picked the right group, because what I can see happening for the rest of the year, irrespective of which group you fall into, is that you are definitely stepping into a place of more motivation, and like, you know, you are definitely becoming more energetic and more motivated to strive for the goals that you had set out for yourself, and that is going to result in a very fiery climax. Okay, so let me explain this to you by breaking it down. I feel like maybe some of you set a goal. Okay, let's say for example you set out a goal that you want to work out for at least 15 minutes every single day, or you want to work out for an hour at least 3 times a week. Okay, maybe that was your goal at the beginning of the year, and maybe some of you just like kept putting it off and didn't really get to it up until now. Or maybe some of you did it, but then you weren't too committed to that. Like on some days you were more motivated, on some days you were like, let it be, let it go, it's okay. Like you weren't too strict or disciplined in that journey. But I feel like currently that motivation and that energy is definitely gaining momentum, and you are feeling more inspired to be a little bit more strict and like actually put in the work and strive towards achieving this goal in order to see the end results before the year ends. Okay, yeah, like that's just an example that I'm picking up for some of you. Please like relate to it how you will, because this is a general reading, but like, yeah, that's just the energy that I'm picking up on. I feel like you guys are like making it to the end, but maybe making it to the end in a way where like the journey was just as adventurous as the result. Okay, so like, you know how sometimes like when you're watching like races and stuff, you see that like this person has made it through, like they've come in first, but they're sweating, they're bleeding, you know, their shoe has come off, or like their shoe has torn off or something of that sort. So like, yeah, not to say that like bad things are gonna happen to you or anything of that sort. I just feel like you're gonna make it to the end, but like it's going to be a story in itself of how you made it to the end. Okay, so that's something that I'm picking up for you guys. I feel like you're finally realizing like, oh, okay, all's not lost yet, you know. You're like making up for lost time. You still have time to make up for lost time. So okay, we still have 3 months to go or 4 months to go, we can still do this, let's do it. And like that's like motivating you to go forth and like, you know, actually put in the work and strive towards this goal so you can reach the result that you have wanted to see. Okay, and I do see you like getting to the end, because that is literally on the cards for you, like being able to like see the end result of it, a positive end result to it. But like, yeah, it is going to be a journey in itself to say the least. Okay, and like I don't want to like make it sound like you guys are bad at like time management or anything, because like there could be a million different reasons as to why you couldn't do this. Okay, maybe something unexpected came up that required your energy a lot more than this did, and everything else just took a back seat maybe. So like it's not your fault or anything, but I do feel like you are definitely making up for lost time. Okay, and you will be able to do that by the end of this year, group number 3. Let's get your tarot cards now. Let's get some more information about what you might experience before the end of this year. So we have Judgment. Okay, We have the King of Wands, right? Sums up what I was talking about so far. Then we have the Ten of Swords, okay. We have the Tower, ooh, okay. We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Empress. All right, okay. Some other cards came up as well, but like we don't need them. We just needed one more card, and we have the Empress here, and we're happy with her gracing our reading today. Okay, just gonna set the cards in a little bit better manner so you can see it, and so that it's pleasing to my Libra moon aesthetic obsessed self. Okay, yeah, so starting off with Judgment and the King of Wands, because I feel like we'll wrap this up quickly again, because I feel like I'm gonna be sounding like a broken record and just like repeating myself. But basically I do feel like there is an epiphany. There is like, you know, you waking up from a deep slumber and saying, oh, I had these goals, I had these ideas, I have these ideas, I have more creative ideas, I have the passion, I have the drive to, you know, see this thing to fruition, so let me do it. Okay, let me do it. So there is some sort of like motivation that you have gotten, whether this is motivation that you got looking at other people achieve the things that you have wanted to achieve, or for some of you I'm also getting like, you know, maybe you have experienced some sort of a Tower moment, and like, okay, we're shifting to the Ten of Swords and the Tower energy here. I do feel like there is something here that has made you feel like you have hit rock bottom, or that, you know, you were emotionally in a place where you were dealing with some sort of hurt. Okay, so this could be like a literal heartbreak that you are experiencing, or something in your life that like fell apart that motivated you to get your life back in order, or like, you know, just emotionally you feeling like you're maybe behind on certain things, or like you're comparing yourself to other people, or like, you know, you are just having an epiphany in the middle of the night saying, listen, what am I doing with my life? Like maybe there's something that you saw, something that you heard that's making you like motivated again. Like, you know how like they say heartbreak is the biggest motivator. So like I definitely feel like there is this like heartbreak encouraging you to get that revenge body, or like you using your rock bottom as your trampoline kind of energy, where you are in the space where you're experiencing the low lows and you want to experience the high highs, and just being in that low energy is motivating you to go higher, to strive for more, you know, to change your life, to start afresh, to start anew, right? So that's something that I'm seeing happening here. Like there could be something that happened quite deeply emotional that has changed something on an emotional level for you, which is like changing your mindset and motivating you in much more practical ways. Okay, that's definitely something that I'm picking up here for you. With the Seven of Cups and the Empress, what I can see is that you're definitely stepping into a place where you have a lot of options, and you're making a list of the things that you want to do. You know, you're prioritizing yourself, you're thinking about yourself, you're trying to level up, you're trying to glow up, you're trying to grow up. You know, you're trying to step into that Empress energy as well. You know, someone who is attractive, someone who is motivated, driven, someone who is living a very abundant, luxurious life, someone who is in their healthy divine feminine, someone who is you know, nurturing, someone who's living a very good life. And like, again, irrespective of whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just like we all have masculine and feminine energy inside us, and I feel like you're just tapping more into that feminine energy. So like maybe you nurturing yourself and like you getting motivated because of your emotions is something that is helping you get more clarity as to what it is that you actually want and like how you want to go about achieving it, right? So like maybe up until now you have been in like a very hyper masculine energy, right, where we had like a lot of this fiery energy here, right? So like yeah, maybe you've been in like a very masculine energy where you were like go go go, or like make things happen sort of a thing, and now you're like okay, but like what's the best way in which we can make this happen? Like why do we even want this in the first place? Like do we want this for ourselves or do we want this for others? So it's like another example that's coming through that can help me explain this better to you is like, do you maybe want to be rich because like do you want to be rich or do you want to look rich? Okay, so do you want to be rich in the sense that you have that cash flow, you have that abundance coming into your life, you have that you know, that financial stability and security, or do you just want to look rich? Is it just a facade? Is it just a matter of status and standing in society? Okay, so like do you want to be rich or do you want to look rich? Because they're two different things, right? So like you're becoming a lot more clear with situations like these, with like goals such as these, by like really tapping into the feminine side of you and seeing what is this thing that's motivating me to get to the result that I want to, and why do I even want this result? What is about this result that's making me want to be here, that's made me put this on my vision board or put this on my to-do list, or like is something that I'm so passionate about? What is it within me that is resonating with this goal so much? Okay, and when you understand why you're working towards this goal, it's helping you finally decide what you want first of all, but then also helping you like showing you a path to get there. Okay, it's showing you your options, it's showing you how you can do this in the most efficient, effective way possible, so that it is something that is long lasting, it is something that is truly fulfilling in your life, and it's something that you are going to value in the long run. It's something that's going to, like, this goal is going to be so clear in your head that you know you no longer will need a heartbreak or comparison to motivate you, or time running out to motivate you. Just this goal being so important to you is reason enough for this motivation to come in the future. Okay, that's the clarity that you are going to be getting throughout the year, because by the end of the year I definitely see you already reaching this goal. So yeah, there's like a major transformation for sure that's happening here. There's like a big like life change. There is like a big, like, it's like you're diving in deeper, you're like scratching the surface and like going in much deeper is what I'm seeing here happening for you guys, group number 3. Let's get some more of your cards. So we have Uranus, radically change. I mean, what was I just talking about? So yes, there is radical change that's happening in your life. And then we have Chiron, hurt and heal. Yes, Chiron is the wounded warrior in astrology. Just for the ones who are watching this reading who are not really into astrology, Chiron is called the wounded warrior, and wherever your Chiron is basically how you experience hurt, or in what areas of your life you experience hurt, and also how you heal. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you might have a Chiron in Uranus in the sense that, you know, maybe you hurt badly only when things are taken away from you, or you hurt badly when you reach rock bottom, or you hurt badly when, you know, you emotionally feel the hit, where your ego feels the hit. And you also heal in a way, like you heal your hurt by bringing in radical changes in your life, by radically changing your life, by acting actively changing things in your life, right? So that's what I'm seeing happening here for you. You hurting and healing and choosing to heal by radically, actively choosing to heal and make changes in your life by going in deeper, right? Let's end your reading with your affirmation card here. So we have number 30, presence. I am at peace in the present moment. So yes, calming down, slowing down, first of all, being okay with where you are. It's okay if you've lost time. It's okay if you weren't as dedicated as you wish you'd be. It's okay. It's fine. All is not lost yet, okay? With that mindset, if you can somehow bring balance into your life, be more present, bring more calmness and zen qualities into your life, into your own self, that's gonna help you not rush through this and like not mess up the process, you know, because like when you're in a rush, you're gonna make a mess, right, of things, but when you have time, you're gonna be able to do things in a much more orderly fashion, in a much more neat fashion. You're gonna be able to tie up all the loose ends and stuff like that, right? Just another example that's coming through. So yeah, just try to be present in the present moment. It's okay where you are. Do not overwhelm yourself with man-made constructs such as time, and also don't work towards something just because someone else has it and you don't, okay? Age is also just a number, just throwing it out there, just in case those are things that are motivating you, and it's okay if those things are motivating you, as long as you do get your shit in order. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. You are fine. You are safe. You're happy. You are where you're meant to be. And with that, you can continue moving forward. So on that note, group number 3, I'm gonna end your reading right here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Claim it as well if you'd like to. And I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye guys.